Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something right now. Last night in the Bronx, the New York Yankees, the so-called Bronx Bombers, went head-to-head with their most hated rivals, the Boston Red Sox. And let me be the first to say, it was a night the Yankees, their fans, and everybody wearing pinstripes would much rather forget. Because when all was said and done, the Boston Red Sox walked into Yankee Stadium, handled their business, and walked out with a 3-1 victory. Opening salvo, Boston strikes first. From the jump, you could feel it. Boston came out ready to throw the first punch. Their bats weren't overly explosive, but they were timely. They struck early, got runs on the board, and immediately seized momentum. And when you're facing the Yankees in the Bronx, that's exactly what you gotta do. Quiet that crowd. Shut them up before the "Let's Go Yankees" chants even get going. Boston plated runs in those opening innings, and you could almost see it. The Yankees looked a little rattled. They had opportunities, they had base runners. But folks, when it came time to capitalize, they didn't. And against the Red Sox, you just cannot leave men stranded. Yankees offense struggling at the plate. Now let me pivot to these Yankees bats. I mean, what are we doing here? The New York Yankees, with all that firepower, all that payroll, all those names that make you expect fireworks, could only scratch across one run. That's it. One lonely run. And it wasn't some towering blast into Monument Park. It was a small rally that fizzled out faster than it began. Boston starter, cool as ice. He scattered a couple of hits here, a couple of hits there, but every single time the Yankees had an opportunity, he slammed the door shut. Boston bullpen absolute control. Now credit where credit is due. The Red Sox bullpen deserves a standing ovation. When they got the lead, they didn't just protect it, they suffocated the Yankees with it. Relievers came in, pitch after pitch, shutting down any kind of momentum New York tried to build. And by the time we got to the ninth inning, the outcome was basically inevitable. Minimal threat, zero drama. And if you're a Yankees fan, that's gotta sting. Because when the Red Sox are in town, you expect fireworks. You expect fight. But the Boston bullpen said, nah, not tonight. Defensive gems, Boston steals the show. Let's not forget, the Red Sox defense came to play. Highlight reel catches in the outfield. Check double plays turned at just the right time. Check every single time the Yankees thought they had a shot at a rally. Boston's defense cut the legs out from under them. There was one moment in particular. A ball ripped into the outfield looking like extra bases. But Boston's outfielder makes a play, lays out, robs the Yankees, and kills the vibe in Yankee Stadium. That's not just a defensive play, folks. That's a momentum killer. Yankees missed chances. And here's where I got to get critical. Because it wasn't like the Yankees had zero chances. They had runners on. They had moments. But time and time again, with men in scoring position, they came up empty. And against your bitter rival, that is unacceptable. This wasn't just a loss, this was a missed opportunity. A chance to make a statement in the AL East, a chance to keep pace in the standings, a chance to remind the Red Sox who runs this rivalry. Instead, the Yankees folded in the big moments. Unsung heroes, Boston's bottom order. Let me show some love to Boston's unsung heroes here. Because it wasn't just the stars carrying the load. Boston's lower half of the lineup came through with clutch hits to keep innings alive. They didn't always drive in the runs, but they put pressure on New York's pitching staff, extended innings, and created opportunities. That kind of production from the bottom of the order, that's how you win tight rivalry games. Big picture, rivalry impact. So what does this all mean? Let me spell it out. The Red Sox didn't just beat the Yankees. They reminded them and the entire baseball world that this rivalry still cuts deep, that the Boston Red Sox, even in a season of ups and downs, can still walk into Yankee Stadium, punch the Yankees in the mouth, and walk out victorious. And for the Yankees, oh, this loss hurts. Not just in the standings, but in the psyche. Because when the Red Sox beat you in the Bronx, it leaves a scar. The fans feel it, the team feels it, and it lingers. Closing rant, Stephen A. Unleashed. At the end of the day, I gotta say it plain. The Yankees did not show up when it mattered most. One run against the Red Sox, that ain't the Bronx Bombers I know. That's not championship baseball. That's not October baseball. Meanwhile, the Red Sox, give credit where it's due. Balanced attack, timely hitting, bullpen dominance, defensive gems. That's how you win rivalry games, and that's why, when this chapter of the rivalry is written, September 28th will be Ray